about all of you, I realized I had seen you in Lisbon Traviata way back in the day, which I don't know if you never saw. Lisbon Traviata was famous for two things. One was Nathan Lane's like big rape.
It was a play.
It was a Terrence McNally play. And it was the first time I'd ever seen a naked person on stage in my life.
That would be me.
It would be you. It was at the Promenade Theater, maybe?
Yeah, it was.
And I was like, oh, there's a naked person on. I didn't know what to do with myself. Nathan Lane plays this opera queen who is in search of the ultimate recording of Traviata. And you were his boyfriend or something, I think.
Someone else's boyfriend.
Someone else's boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he walked out on stage, and I don't think I really paid attention after that because I was so embarrassed, sort of.
It is embarrassing.
Is it embarrassing as an actor?
Yeah, totally. I mean, in a play. Yeah, there was, and I had never done it before, and the director said, listen, if you had done this before, I would just say, wait till we get on the stage, and then you can, but I'm afraid that you're going to have a heart attack. So you just pick a day, and then that's the day you have to do it. So I said, okay, how about the 18th? You know, so 3 weeks away, and then that day came, and I'm literally sitting there going, oh my God, here I go. Standing up, just taking up, in a rehearsal, tape lines on the floor, and that was really the worst day. Once you get behind, you can't see the audience anyway, and then it's true what they say, you know, that it becomes less of it. Once you do it a few times, it's okay.
Did you consider not doing the role when you saw that's what it called for?
No, that's the first thing job I'd ever gotten in New York. So,
yeah.
And with Nathan and Terrence McNally, you know, it was a big deal. But I remember at a payphone, standing on 8th Avenue, being told that I got the job, and hanging up the phone and thinking, holy shit, I have to take my clothes off. Yeah. And I heard my father, he came to see it, and I could hear him in the front row at one point going, wherever he was, just sort of clearing his throat, sort of slinking down in his chair. It was,
You did a McNally play too, didn't you?
I did, Corpus Christi.
Where there was some nudity in that play too, I vaguely remember. I mostly remember
the bomb play where there isn't nudity?
Remember that? It was just the play about Christ at Manhattan Theater Club, and there was a lot of screaming and yelling, but I also...
There was a lot of controversy that was sort of predated us even going into rehearsal and predated any of the people involved and the argument having seen the play.
It was
read.
Rachel, was about...
It was a play set in a small Texas town with a kid named Joshua, but there were very, very clear parallels between his story and the story of Christ, and there was also suggestion that he had a homosexual relationship with the character who was the Judas equivalent.
This is where the controversy started.
Yeah, so that's where the controversy started. But I know we all, at the beginning of the play, changed from our street clothes into our clothes for the show, but no one got totally naked for that. And in the crucifixion scene, somebody was in their underwear. I don't think anybody ever was like totally full-on naked.
I had to get naked.
Yeah?
Just for a couple nights. I was an understudy in 6 Degrees of Separation, and I played the gay hustler for a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah. And I was terrified that I was going to get a boner. Can you say boner in Newsweek?
We are about to find out, aren't we?
And in fact, quite the opposite happened. You get, I got an inverted boner.
I got deboned.
It's very cold in the theater, and you're very nervous, and it's as if you're, those polar bear guys that go swimming in the Arctic North in the winter, every solstice. But it was embarrassing.
Was this at Lincoln Center?
This was on the national tour.
This is another one. Go ahead.
Is stage nudity more or less daunting than the idea of televised?
Why are we talking about nudity? I don't understand why we're having this conversation, or who is interested.
It was just part of the process. I mean, one of those. I was just going to say, it's one of those things that I wonder if actors don't care that much about, but people who aren't actors think is a really big deal.
About being naked?
Yeah.
I think it has to do with. I think it just has to do with the character if it's right.
Yeah, it has
right
to do with the
story.
context,
Yeah.
Whether or not it's gratuitous.
Can you tell?
I've done a lot of porno where I feel like,
Well, yeah, in that
I'm
case, it's like-
I'm a bicycle repairman. Why am I taking my clothes off?
Right.
This
Is that why you
not
stopped
right.
doing porn? Because you just
For
wouldn't.
what? Yeah.
Directors were like, we're
I
not
was
here
trying to
to
bring
talk
my
about-
process
Nudity.
into the
We're not
room.
here to justify.
This is not
And
realistic.
yeah, he would never do this. So
My character would never take his clothes off.